Take me to the pool rooms right the fuck now because I need that bit of solitude. What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a lovely Sunday. Hope the weekend's been blessed to you all. We return with Hades because I got myself a Minotaur and a arrogant as hero to slay together. Hopefully we can jump past that hurdle tonight. Might require a little bit of grinding, truthfully. It all depends on how much the RNG gods are favorable towards me tonight. I kind of feel bad for putting this off for a while now, but, well, that is the streamer life. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. One game in favor of the other. But now comes the time for a grand comeback. And hopefully in style. So last time I remember I experimented quite a bit with my setups. Haven't actually used the standard starting sword for a while, so how about we go back to our humble beginnings? Plain and simple. See how far that takes us.
My Lady Artemis, this is nothing next to all your grace and favor.
Hey, wait, this is an offering for me? Oh, that's very kind, though. Let's get back to hunting now, okay?
You can tell she doesn't interact much with other guards or folks in general.
Living on Olympus here, I'm surrounded by my family, but I always felt alone. I know that's not the same as your experience, but I'm just saying I relate to what you're going through.
Relatable much. Let's buff up the basic attack.
The dead had better hide.
Artemis might actually be a good beginning point for further upgrades. Hard to tell at the moment, but we'll see what the rooms grant upon us. I definitely feel like I'm doing much more damage than I used to during the very first run. So that's what grinding gets you. Not even off screen, just steadily going, try after try, and spending all those purple gems. We got a chance for another Artemis boon. Double down, perhaps make my base attack even stronger. That'd be swell. Let's take a common cast.
Artemis, guide my hand.
Titanic keys or purple gems. I'm gonna need a lot of these to unlock the next tier of upgrades, so can't sleep on those. kind of torn whether I want to upgrade my base health or
One for the
give
stairs.
myself another get out of jail free card. If I save about 1k purple gems, which is a lot in the grand scheme of things, but well, the payoff might be good. These 8-year Elden Ring pots. They're more like Binding of Isaac enemies, with the way they spit exploding mobs. I just finished a very pleasant Binding of Isaac run, with the challenge based entirely on collecting trinkets. It's probably the most fun, while still retaining a bit of gimmickness.
Power of Olympus. Powered up. A welcome sight.
Indeed, although I don't quite need
Nice.
save zone this early on. Don't really have a reason to pay good old Karen a visit, so let's go to the challenge room.
You lads again, huh?
One down. And then no one bites the dust.
Had enough.
My brother Hades always was a lonesome man, you know. I pitied him, but I could never quite extract him from his thorny shell. And now he stews resentfully down there. You needn't bear the brunt of his frustrations.
Well, to be fair, Hades got the low end of the bargain, so him being salty is somewhat understandable. Yeah. Buff that special with an AoE. And let's move on.
Oh, God.
Trespasser!
Oh,
Then here we go.
survival gauntlet. That's the first.
Cheers for the coin.
Don't remember that happening on its own. Witches aren't a particularly welcome sight, especially when there's so many of you.
Nearly made it.
I mean, I could just be running away instead of engaging all these enemies.
Damnable fools!
There.
That was rather nasty, for sure.
Hello, hello.
Hey,
Sir?
if it ain't my old pal.
Oh my, you're really giving that to me there, Prince? But I'm just... Why would you...
Because
Leave it, sir. Now you take care.
you're a good friend.
Seeing you around.
Hey, Prince, how goes the old escape plan? Any luck?
Yeah, about that.
You know, it's been alright. All things considered. dying now and then, and it's been hard, but hey, what can you do?
Exactly.
Ah, well, keep your chin up. Me, why, I quit trying to get out of here a while back. But if I was a fire-stepping youngster like yourself, perhaps I would have stuck to it.
I will have some obols, please.
Choice.
Thanks.
Because I have this nagging suspicion that I'll run into another shop before fighting Megara, one of her sisters. So I might be able to strike a good bargain.
Surprise.
I sure am fast. Watch me swoop right in.
Time to collect. Good enough to eat.
Not even gonna give these lads a sporting chance. Just annihilate them before they spawn in more pesky mines. Yeah, look at that stun. Nah, I don't like these kind of gauntlets because I tend to lose more, severely outweighing my gains. See that health count over there? Nice. Look at all that money. And speaking of...
What do I get?
Yarn of Ariadne. I do forget what that does. The next boon you find has upgraded rarity. Pretty sweet.
Charon's shop.
Okay, you can definitely get health and the next Artemis power up. So let's start with that one.
I can use this.
Yeah, let's take Hunter's Mark,
My sense
because
is
that's
sharp.
a substantial increase. More health, and that will do it. Yep. Good old Karen. As talkative as always.
I bet Electo's next. Oh well.
I think that's the trickiest one.
How about no? No murder. No murder.
Red rum. Red rum. I only fought this boss like once, so this is gonna be fun. Really makes you appreciate just how easy on you Megara is.
The walls.
We're getting closer. You're trying to make me go claustrophobic. Oh, not good. I'm taking way too much damage. Oof. Heck. You have to be way more patient with her than the other two. Yep. There goes one retry. Oh, fuck. She is absolutely demolishing me. Pretty sloppy. Not pleased with the outcome.
Way to prove I'm innocent.
The payoff isn't so good either. Barely getting nothing from that fight.
Did you enjoy the stint in Tartarus?
No. It quite sucked, thank you very much.
Damn it, can't get that.
Yeah, that would have been wonderful.
Oh, I still need
Not
these.
gonna lie.
Let's go up.
Oh well. But to cut my losses and just hope for the best.
Love that sulfur smell.
Fortunately, Nif's upgrade is ready to health. It's gonna come in handy. I miss these Diablo sounding beats. F these witches. Needlessly losing all my health.
Thank the gods. Which path?
The hammer, for sure. That will surely grab me a powerful boon. Come here, bony boy.
You want to go?
Armor can save you against a massive wailing. Wait. I thought I was stuck. That could have been bad. Piercing wave.
My blade grows stronger.
Heck yeah. On to Sisyphus, please. Probably asking for a life for Chin. Oh no, it's the Muse. I forgot the NPCs change per floor. Well. Ah, that is such a great song. Absolutely mesmerizing.
Say, tell me something there, Your Royal Majesty. You know a lot of shades. You wouldn't happen to know an Orpheus, would you? Spindly little thing, whiny voice. Heard he's officially serving in your court, making music.
And he is, and he's not having a fun time.
Of course I know Orpheus. We're mates. Wait, why do you ask?
Your mates, huh? Just as long as you don't count on him for anything. Hasn't even mentioned me, has he? Well, if he ever does, you tell him I am doing great. I'm great.
Seems like you two have a bit of history going on. Pump porch, please.
Coming right up.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Come again.
I must grow even stronger.
These witches again.
Especially against these witches.
I can't.
Yeah, as you can see, this is a very fun room to be locked in. Two down.
I'm empty.
Yeah, I can tell, buddy. I can tell.
That takes care of them.
The sullen Artemis reached out to you, did she? Oh, that's adorable, dearest. Just don't make any sudden movements with her,
Oh. I wouldn't dare. Goddess. Sure. Passion Dash. Oh,
Off we go.
another Artemis follow-up. Aphrodite follow-up, I mean. Oh, it's not like that, Goddess. It was not a slip of the tongue. I did not mean to offend. Thanks. Ooh, I almost run into that.
Lady Aphrodite.
Crucifix deal even more damage to weak foes. Yes, please. Let's go for the key. Oh, that's just what I needed. Yeah, few indeed. I think this is my last stop before finding the Hydra. Well, we cannot call upon Poseidon, but
I'll pay for that.
I'm taking that. Health increase. And off we go. If this is the Super Hydra, I am not going to have a fun time. Let me tell you.
Another new look for you, I see, Bone Hydra.
Having that wave follow-up on my main attack is gonna save me a little bit of suffering, since I don't necessarily have to be up close and personal. The Hydra. Here comes the Goon Squad. Now, calmly and in a collective way, slay the other mini Hydras, avoiding damage if possible. It's going better than I anticipated. Give some good damage to this bony fucker. I don't appreciate it hiding itself behind the magma fields, however.
Don't do that. There.
Here they come. Right. Let's clear this side so I have more breathing room. Excellent. Now slowly but surely proceed deeper. Excellent. Oh fuck. I took all of that upon myself. I don't really want to lose another Dev Defiance. So let me stick to the back, the Hydra. Gotcha.
That's what you get.
Yoink.
King Theseus is eager to see you again soon.
Trust me, am I eager to quarrel with him yet again.
Onward.
I have yet to topple the duo, however. Fingers crossed I can turn the tables this time around. Oh, sweet, another hammer. Please be something wicked.
It is. More to fight. Knight. Ah, yes.
Will attack strike rapidly, dealing 25 base damage per hit. Your attack becomes a big chop. World Spirit of Flurry Slash. Flurry Slash.
Deadlier than ever.
Unstoppable Death Machine. That is until I get smacked hard. And it's not gonna be pleasant. However, it is doing really damn well against these enemies. Exactly the ones I have to dispose of as quickly as possible.
Barely got through. Delicious. Better blessing.
Level 5. Let's go. I shall go for even more health. You better believe it.
I hear something.
Death approaches.
Ooh.
Thought you could just get away from me, did you?
Hey. We haven't met yet. Thanatos.
I figured it was only a matter of time before Father sent you after me to do his dirty work.
Zagreus, is that really why you think I'm here? Let's see how many of these exalted champions you can send back to their dooms. Unless you'd rather I would send you back to yours.
Bring it on.
Let them come.
A challenge. Interesting.
Damn it, what's come back?
He's kind of dealing more damage than I am. This is not looking good. Oh dear. I don't think I'm gonna win this. So does this end at some point, or if I don't beat him, it basically goes on forever?
Drove them back. Gone.
Oh, it does end, but I guess I didn't earn as much as I could have. I pity that, because I lost my second Death Defiance, meaning odds are not looking in my favor right now.
You left without so much as telling me goodbye. I suppose you knew I'd catch up with you sooner or later. Is that it? No escaping death and all.
I left when it was necessary, Than. I thought of you and hoped you'd understand. I have to do this.
That's more motivation than I've ever heard from you. Well, if you won't say it, I'll say it. Goodbye, Zagreus.
Until next time. Because inevitably, we will meet again. What's up, Frosty? How you doing tonight, pal? How has this lovely, I hope, Sunday treated you? I feel for you, buddy. I hope whatever painkillers you took will soon alleviate the pain.
Vast riches.
I pretty much slept through most of the day, didn't even leave the house, because
Chamber.
the past week, Laura knows, have been pretty taxing upon us. So I'll take whatever moment of peace that I can. I pray that the worst is behind us, that now the two jobs that have been giving us so much trouble are soon going to be wrapped up. We'll not be as crazy busy. Well, occupied to a healthy extent, in which the flow of jobs continue, but not like having to work up until late and in unpreferable environments. Hectic, to say the least.
All set.
Exactly. Here's hoping. So how did that Arya run go for you yesterday? Didn't get to talk much because I saw you pop into VC to watch some schmovies, and I was too tired to hop on.
Should be
It's like the eye. I need anything pertaining to health. I also need not to die, which is a looming threat, ever so slightly. Lily, get rid of the eyeballs before they turn back into fighters.
Good enough.
Gotcha. Too bad they didn't drop any health recovery pickups. Here's what it is. Keem. Oh, shit. That was some massive damage. Oh well. You win some, you lose some.
Hypnos, really, that is the worst idea I think I've ever heard. Do you understand how little sense that makes?
I'm just saying, maybe if you just, I don't know, had all the mortals die at the same time, it'd save you a bunch of trips, and we'd have more time to spend together, huh?
I don't know why I bother with you, honestly. Get back to work, and let me do the same.
Oh.
That was a Terry Pratchett-esque conversation. If you ever read the Discworld novels, you will know that Death is kind of a laid-back guy that, on many occasions, has second thoughts about his job. And there's like an entire novel dedicated to him going on vacation and the world kind of going to shit because of it. Because, well, with Death not being on the job, there's no one to pick up the dead.
I found another weapon waiting for me in the courtyard, Achilles. Exogryph. Never entirely believed it was real.
Between us, lad, I wish it wasn't. Was such a thing available to my enemies during my fighting days, I surely would have come here even sooner. But I trust you have the training to use it well. May it serve you as it served the fire goddess Hestia. She hasn't needed it in a while.
I'll use it to the best of my ability, sir.
Hello, Dad.
I understand that you created quite a stir within Elysium. An all-out brawl within Eternal Paradise.
You call that paradise? It's just a bunch of shades bored out of their former skulls, itching for a chance to feel alive again.
What would you know of it? The greatest mortals have their every need fulfilled within that place. Dread to hear what they shall say of all of this.
You'll find out soon enough.
Eventually.
How's everything been going lately, boy? What's the
We'll get there.
The Underworld Prince's casual inquiry serves but to frustrate the Infernal Hound, as none of his three heads possess the gift and curse of speech.
Perhaps for the best. But you know,
I mean, old father's nice to you at least, isn't he, boy?
listen, if I had 4 arms like the chick from Elden Ring, the one that everyone seems to be lusting for. I'd use those arms in a very wholesome, productive way by petting this boy simultaneously on all of its heads.
Say, Orpheus, you wouldn't happen to know the nymph Eurydice, would you? Tall, woodsy type. I get the impression maybe you know each other.
What? Why, yes. I know Eurydice. Or, I once knew her, I should say. Why ever would you ask me such a thing, my friend?
I saw her, mate, in Asphodel. She's doing fine up there, all on her own. The two of you used to know each other then?
Maybe had a bit of fling together.
More than knew each other, Zagreus. We were husband and wife.
Oh.
She was my muse. To think that we are doomed to be apart during our afterlives. Oh well.
Ah well. Don't you have a message I could bring to her if we should meet again, something like that?
I do not wish to trouble her again, my friend. Speak not to her of me, all right? I have my memory of her. It is enough.
You can't be serious.
Something tells me marriage has been fortunate
Nyx must be someplace else.
to this gentleman. No mommy in sight. Sadness.
Your Highness!
You.
Oh.
You.
Thanks for talking to me, Prince. I have to go.
You better go.
Take care, Dusa.
Back to Castlevania with you.
What's for sale?
I don't have many gems to speak of. Not a whole lot of anything, honestly.
Prophecy fulfilled.
Oh, that's sweet. 15 of... I don't think that's ambrosia. Looks like something else. Hmm. Yeah, I mean...
I think that should do it.
It's always a health boost.
Skelly, how do you know all this stuff, by the way? I mean, no offense, but you're a skeleton who just stands around. Yet you have this wealth of knowledge of the underworld.
Hey, I know people, pal. We'll just have to leave it at that. Now let's see you break some of these bones, huh?
My man, don't talk down Skelly. He is from the streets. The streets of Hades. He knows his way. Also, I like that little heart shape he has. Where the nose would have been. On the skull.
If I must.
Let's do another sword base run. And should be full, I'll probably go back to the bow, maybe the claw. Oh, I can see it. That is totally Airform Jim physiognomy. Except he has a proper head.
Again.
Airform Jim is so unapologetically 90s design. It could have been a Nickelodeon show. Well, you don't always start with a hammer, so I consider that a blessing in itself. Big chop.
Stygius grows stronger.
Give him the good old 1-2. So after yesterday's stream, I did check the Alice VOD, and unfortunately what one viewer pointed out holds true, which is due to the way the cutscenes in that game are rendered, they're processed as a separate window, meaning game capture doesn't correctly process them. Meaning you guys will get either a white screen or frozen stills whenever dialogue is supposed to be playing. Unfortunately, the only way I could fix that is by using display capture. Not very efficient on a single monitor, mind you. So I'll just cut my losses and put a disclaimer saying that the cutscenes are messed up, because minus that, the game is perfectly functional. So it's not that big of a deal, honestly. You don't really miss much from the cutscenes anyway, besides two models flapping their mouths most of the time.
Lord Ares.
You've traveled rather far down there since last we met, my kin. And that means you have dealt incalculable death. I must commend you thus.
I'm killing these guys twice. That says something. That's gonna come in handy for foes that pursue me. Probably one of my favorite Ares boons. I did read further into that interview with Norman Reedus, where allegedly, supposedly, he drops a hint about Death Stranding 2. Now, the thing is, it's a little difficult to make out of context whether he's really talking about a sequel or just alluding to what he was saying in that particular line of dialogue about the other stuff he was working on at the time. I guess we'll have to wait for Kojima to deny and confirm due time. But knowing Kojimbo, he has something in mind. My dude, you know Jeff Keighley is gonna be on the case. The #1 Kojimbo fan in the whole world. He's gonna be the first with the latest, hottest news, fresh out of the press.
Just how much you must want out there, young man. And I want that as well. Good thing for you, as I get what I want around here. Ask anybody.
Until his wife finds out. Then the pen connects with the skull. Same, really.
What is it now?
That is a big schmood right there, Frosty. The funny thing about Hideo Kojima is whenever he's like surrounded by a close circle of celebrities that he's been friends with for many years, it always gives off serious bromance vibes. They really are like the Final Fantasy 15 king. Just put them all in a car and send on a road trip. Yo, look at this damage. This big old damage. Wham.
My warlike brother Ares reached you, didn't he? I've always found his conduct quite disturbing. At least it seems he's helping you for now.
Attack is stronger and can deflect. Your special is stronger and can deflect. Let's get something to bump the special.
Here we go again.
Yeah, he seems to be a laid-back, easygoing enough dude to be able to make friends. Outside of Japan, even. Kind of makes me wonder how he got around to meeting such well-established folks in the Hollywood area. Can't be only because of his sincere love for Western flicks. Because if that were the case, I'd be like on good terms with Dario Argento, if it all depended.
Ah, that's enough.
Ooh, do I want to go for the Chaos route? Do I feel ballsy enough?
I can take it.
I do. This early on? Sure thing.
Prior to the fact, thus I am experiencing residual surprise. Your movements through the underworld, or as though a veil of darkness enshrouds you. The goddess mixes influence, perhaps. Respond.
Me too. He is generally one of the best looking characters in this game. It really gives off serious Shin Megami Tensei vibes. You could say this is straight up a boss from that series, and I would believe you.
I do not know how to respond to that exactly, Master Chaos, but Nyx, yes, she has been aiding me in my attempts to flee my father's realm.
You move in darkness, not as infinitely black as hers, but reminiscent to me nonetheless. I would invite her to try to elude me, and then attempt to locate her. A minor amusement for the both of us. Now I have you for this, I see.
I'll take the affluence.
Let's shake this curse.
And move on to the fruit. big damage.
Should be useful.
The rest of my cash I will save for Karen. Now it pays off to pay attention and look for any golden vases for that extra little bit of sponduli. I think having deflect might actually be super beneficial against any encounters with a load of enemies that will spam projectiles against you, because I can just try and use this massive AoE slash and get rid of incoming projectiles. Too many explosions. This ain't no Michael Bay movie. Yeah, speaking of Karen. I can only pick two. Now, given that I really would like to face Theseus and Minotaur, I'm gonna go that health boost and recover pretty much all of it. Same.
It's good to see you too, mate.
By the way, I've been diligently following Dino's Polish video game showcases. Currently stopped on Franco, a game I vividly remember playing in my childhood, the DOS version. That's visually not as crusty as its Amiga counterpart. Who knows, maybe I'll put that on the streaming schedule. Because, tell you what, he did play also an Amiga game called Janosik, based on a Slovak folklore figure. But, interestingly, there is a free game on Steam also based on the character, with an upcoming sequel to boot. It's not very long apparently, so I might throw that in between my regular games.
Guessing Electo? Guess I'm
Wrong again. It's just Megara.
I have to level with you, Zagreus. For all we've been through, never once have I wanted you to meet my sisters.
Well, now that I've seen them, me neither.
Can't imagine why not. We had a lovely time getting to know each other. We laughed, we cried. My only regret was that you couldn't be there yourself.
Dude, I'm the one who mostly cried.
You don't know what you're saying. There's a reason that they're not permitted in the house. Oh, come on. One of us is going back there now.
Not me. Not me. Nice. Got a good roll. Get rid of these witches so I don't need a stray projectile. Gotcha.
Got you that time, Meg.
Easiest of the Furies,
Been lifted.
but also the most charming, I would say.
The Erinyes, known also as the Furies. They are the trusted sentinels of Lord Hades, charged with torturing the worst of mortal kind, and ridding the underworld of any fool enough to trespass where they do not belong.
They'll just have to try harder next time.
Man, this might be the underworld and all, but whoever did the interior design, I'm a big fan of their taste in architecture. Bottoms up.
Closer to the surface.
Yeah, so far doing much better on the initial attempt tonight. Fingers crossed.
Hot up here.
We can make it.
That blasted Hydra must be back by now.
Looks suspiciously much like the Tower of Babel. Hmm.
I'll be leaving shortly.
Magma kill. Environmental damage for the win.
Time to go then.
Lovely. Max health cap. Above 2 Conrad, so going into a tanky boy. Let's get our buff. Away with the pseudo Hydras. Well, these lads have armor up the wazoo.
A palm of power.
Imagine having an AoE so powerful that the sheer arc does a backstab even as you launch forward in their face.
Strength.
Can go 3 ways this time. Let's speak to the muse again. Not just because I want to hear her lovely singing.
Eurydice.
Although, It's so calming, dudes. What is with video games in hub areas? Peak design.
Hey, hun, what's going on? Speak up. I know when something's up down to my roots, and something's up.
Well, it's just, I think I wanted to tell you more of Orpheus, since he's court musician in my father's house. Calls you his muse. Says he misses you terribly. I thought you should know.
It's not quite what he said, but you gotta hand it to Zach being a good guy and trying to
Orpheus said all that, huh?
bring them back together.
The next time you run into him, you ask him about the time that he came all this way to try and save me, even though I was already dead. Can you guess how that turned out?
Not good.
Yes, I do believe I can. Look, I didn't mean to upset you.
Yeah, well, neither did he. But you know what? Actions beat intentions, hun. Now here, how about a treat and you can be on your way?
Ooh.
You bet.
Thanks so much. Till next time.
See you next time.
Hey.
Fountain chamber.
Sweet. Alright, turn to earn my boon. Castlevania meets Mario in this epic crossover. You bet I was targeting the Medusa head first. Not just because I have a undying hatred towards those. Objectively, she was the bigger threat in this encounter. Blade of Access longer pulls foes in. After using Death Defiance, deal more damage than encounter. I kinda wanna try this though.
Kill or be killed.
Bundle mobs together. That could be useful. Seems like Ares really likes me this particular run. I don't mind, he's got good boons. Plus he's a pretty cool dude overall. Bloodlust aside. Your blade effects deal more damage for each consecutive hit. Yeah.
Keep fighting.
Beef it up. Beef it up. Shop might be more beneficial. Let's get the power up.
You found me, little nephew, strewn among the inventories of that most disturbing river boatman. That means you win my blessing.
Ooh, damage involved. That could be a lifesaver. Poseidon's Aid it is.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Here we go. Onto the Hydra.
Remember me? Not now.
I could just keep dashing into the Hydra and deal damage that way. It's not a terrible idea. Can't get too cocky. I don't want to lose too much health, especially before phase 2 when more of the smaller Hydras appear. But if I'm quick enough, I can make short work of her. It. Spare myself some damage using that invul. Ooh, can I save that Dev Defiance? Yeah. Thank you, Poseidon Skull.
And clear.
No paradise awaits you, boy.
Oh, I'm sure
Boy.
it's fine.
Ah, if I had a little more cash, that would have been perfect, but
Take me up.
oh well. Maybe I'll get lucky and find another safe room.
Champions of Elysium, I've returned.
The king returns. I do forget that the little chariots explode, so gotta watch it around them. But that's where the Blade Rift comes into play. Your dash strike hits twice and deals 20% more damage. Special hits a wider area. Launcher head becomes sturdy. Fuck it.
That's a blade.
Look at that area of effect. Can't make it up. Well, this is gonna be a fun room. Coupled with the stage hazards. Gotcha.
Feeling tough.
That wasn't too bad. Ares has been good to me this whole time, so we shall carry on being loyal to the War God.
You kill me, I kill you.
I get something good out of it.
More, huh? He's fully recovered.
Get hit stunned.
Hello, Lord Ares. In the name of Hades.
And now I shall take Death Defiance, just in case. With two of them in stock, it might be just the leverage I will need, especially against those two chuckle fucks. These sheep bearers are no joke.
you'll keep me going.
What's up ahead? Oh, we got chaos. Actually. Right, first of all, what do you have? Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, Mr. Chaos.
In the name of Hades.
Show me what you have to offer. See, this would be really good in the long run. But I am concerned about that half speed cap. Especially with the boss fight inevitably approaching. More money. I really want to try to make it through the boss. So I'll take some risk, but not too ballsy.
That was close.
Okay, more money coming up.
It's him.
I sensed your presence.
Oh boy.
Thought I might find you all the way out here. Although, quite frankly, I'm surprised you're still alive.
This might become a regular occurrence.
I can hold my own in case you haven't noticed then.
I haven't, Zack. Now stand back and let me show you how it's done.
Let me show you how it's done.
You're too kind.
You ain't stealing my kills, boy. Gotcha. This time, I win.
Got more of them than I did, huh? What's with the look? You had your hands full, now you don't, thanks to me. Seems I'm left to thanking myself, since you're too proud to do it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say when he gets like this.
Don't mind him. He's a little grumpy because he lost. Scrub mindset much. Stop with the shields. Got you. Now that it's left is that butterfly orb. Two of them, in fact. You fellas need to get closer. Which they don't want to. I'm playing it smart. I'm down, one to go. Got you.
My boon from Master Chaos has evolved.
Now, it is time for consumerism. Perfect timing too, considering the confrontation is approaching. No health boost, but 2 Death Defiances in hand.
I'll take it.
Sure. Bonus damage. I'll take it.
Which boons are going to be? Here's the fee.
If I make it out of this, God willing, or gods, given that this is Greek mythology, I may have enough for a Death Defiance restock. But first, fingers crossed.
Mysterious. Other guy.
Aha, the fiend comes crawling back once more, drawn as he is, much like the unassuming moth unto the flame of righteousness.
Oh no, not the flame of righteousness. Are you finished? Let's get this started. I've come a long way.
Hear that, Asterius? Our fiendish visitor is begging us for mercy. Begging us, no doubt, to drop our guard. Together now, my friend, let's vanquish him, and may the glory of Olympus guide us.
How is he so fabulous? I could make the Minotaur follow me. He gets smacked by the vortexes continuously. Fuck you, Theseus. Hopefully. It's going so-so thus far. Got the bull halfway down. That also means he's gonna power up soon. Oh, I was behind the pillar, you prick. My throat's almost gone. Got him. That's just Theseus. I never got to fight him enough to know the patterns well enough. So, I'm gonna take it a little slow. Use the environment to my advantage. Well, it's working. So far, it's working. Uh-oh. That's new. I thought we were bros, Dionysus. This really is my last chance. Oh, what's happening? Taking too much damage. Shit. Right. It's not over yet. Don't panic. Ugh. Come on. Come on. He's almost dead. Yes. Oh.
Could have gone worse.
Hog.
I can't seem to open it.
Problem is, if there's anything ahead, I am not surviving. There's no way.
Exit, thanks.
Tread lightly, boy.
Thanks for the tip. Sold.
Fuck it, just get everything. At this point, I'll need all the help. So what is Beyond Elysium?
I can do this. I can do this.
I've never gotten this far.
Ground floor.
Temple of Styx. Ooh.
Some of those urns have coin in them, don't they?
At last, the willful prince has ventured all the way up to the surface of the mortal realm. Yet still he is encased within the earth itself. The gateway to the underworld. A threshold from which there is no escape.
We'll see about that.
What could be beyond the door?
Never gone this far. Oh no, not this.
No, Cerberus, please.
The multi-headed Cerberus stands vigilant before the underworld's entryway.
Don't make me fight the dog. No.
So it's really come to this, boy. After everything we've been through.
We've been through so much together.
Well then, this is how it has to be. There's nothing left to say. Except for, on your guard.
Oh.
No, but seriously, boy. I know why you're here. There has to be a way to make you look the other way. What if I help you with the Satyr problem? Would you let me go? Please. I have to find Persephone. My mother. You know what this means to me.
Remember all those head pets I gave you?
After a moment's hesitation and deliberation, the voracious Hound of Hell barks once, affirmatively toward the prince, who sets off in search of something that can sate the monster's appetites.
Heck yeah.
Good. Now I just need to head off the beaten path here and see what I can find. Lots on offer here.
Imagine if I hoarded money. Well, let's get something new from Ares.
Violence.
Violence. Health.
Let's see what's in here. Hello?
These guys are new. Would those be the setters? Cure.
Not poisoned at the moment, thanks.
Ah. Well, good to know. Rats! Thanks for the snacks, boyos. Although, picking those off a vermin, probably not the best of ideas. King rat. The giant rat that makes all the rules. Oh, look at my health go. Yeesh. Yeah, you don't wanna really be poisoned. That's for sure. I gotta work my way for all the health. So this is the point where the kitty gloves really come off, don't they?
How many more of these are there?
These rats are the biggest problem so far because of those poison pools they leave. That's a lot of poison. Like even upon dying, that shit stays on the ground for a while. And it was just with 25 health.
This can get me out of here. Need to keep looking down those passageways.
I wonder if it's predetermined?
Where to?
Or you just have to keep guessing. Catch them and hit stun before they can even do anything. Those are the strats. No goodies? That's a shame. Alright then. If it was just these kind of hallways, my chances would be significantly higher. These lasers are nasty. It ain't looking too hot for me, bros, right about now. Especially with the big old rat on deck. Yep. There's way too much going on at that point. Hey. We achieved another landmark. And that's something.
Disgraceful.
Shame before display.
Hey, look at what I got out there, Achilles, sir. A vintage bottle of ambrosia plucked straight from Elysium. I hear this stuff is very good, but can't even open it. I've no idea what to do with it right now.
The drink of the gods. I hear it's good, all right. But only for recipients with whom you're close. Perhaps hang on to it until it's ripe for use? Somebody would be grateful, I am sure. Or it could fetch you something from the wretched broker over there.
Ah, that's an idea.
So keep it, huh?
Blood and darkness, but this place is falling apart. Nobody works an honest day down here.
Father, everybody's dead. Give them a break.
What would you even know of honest work? At least the wretched dead yet honor me as Lord. I cannot say the same for you.
No rest for the wicked.
Say, Orpheus, I ever tell you I once single-handedly slew a multi-headed bone hydra within the magma fields of Asphodel without so much as breaking a sweat?
My, that is wonderful to hear, my friend. Another in a litany of such heroic deeds, more noble than the heroes of our verse, and even great Achilles over there.
I'm glad you think so, mate. These tales of my valorous accomplishments do seem to cheer you up, so I will keep reporting back once I rack up some more. Whoa, a rod of fishing. Here.
Fishing? Fishing? Yo. Yo, I need that. The moment this game turns into a fishing simulator, it's when the real fun begins.
Child?
Mother?
Nyx, can you tell me more about my birth mother? Anything at all. What was she like when you first met? What did you think of her?
Your birth mother left a strong impression on us, child. It was apparent she was from a far-off place, and yet she brought with her a lightness I had not experienced before. My first impression soon subsided, and I grew to care for her. You possess many of her finer qualities.
Finer qualities, such as abandoning her family members? Why did she leave? Why won't you tell me?
Please, you must not ask such things of me. I swore a binding oath never to say. I have already circumvented it as much as can be done. Go find her, child. Then you shall understand.
I trust you, Nyx. I do.
I trust you so much that I have a sign of my affection.
Your kindness toward me is unnecessary, child. You know I have no expectation of such gifts from you or anyone.
I think of you always, Nyx. You raised me as your own, and I'm grateful for it. Cerberus, featured house servant.
Hell yeah. Look at that boy. Look at that good fella.
We got off on the wrong foot from the start. Just what happens when you're born of Titan blood, I guess. It's for the best we haven't crossed paths much since.
But they're your sisters. I mean, they're family. You must have something in common, some way of, I don't know, seeing eye to eye.
Is that supposed to be a pun?
You're more my sister than they are to me, Dusa. I don't always agree with Lord Hades, but I'm thankful that they're not permitted in this house.
Hey, look, I understand. I really do.
Family. Am I right?
I've come for questionable deals.
Ooh, Titan blood. That will come in handy.
I could use that.
Getting weapons.
This one's for you, Three Fates. Good to have friends in low places.
Anything else I can claim? Not yet, but I'm working my way. Albeit very slowly. Because, oh boy, there's a lot more to do.
Ready, I think.
Gotta say, you're really getting somewhere, boyo. I'm pretty impressed here. And they don't even pay me to do that. I'm just supposed to stand around.
Appreciate the vote of confidence, mate. Maybe you're right, and someday I'll get out of here. Hey, if I never come back, you won't just be stuck here forever, will you?
Well...
That's a good one. No, probably not. Wasn't anything in the old contract about that. Huh.
Yeah.
You are as multifaceted as anyone I know.
Do I want to keep upgrading this or go for something else? But then again, I did want to try the bow one more time. I will save that Titan blood for now, just in case. Well, let's take another shot at escaping the abyss. Aphrodite willing.
I cannot help but wonder, dearest, why Lord Hades would have kept your mere existence hidden from us all this time. Perhaps he knew that once you met us, you would stop at nothing to come seek us out.
That's right, we're playing it safe this round. Come get some. Still a pretty fun weapon to use. Especially if you buff it.
Something for the mirror.
Hammer? Let's go.
Hidden talents.
4 shots. 250 base damage. Or a point blank shot. Let's go.
Quite the bow.
Yep. Rapid fire. That looks cool. I like that. Doesn't do much yet, but maybe if I buff it, this is gonna be a good panic button. You can always use it as a follow-up. Yep, deal with more damage after the base shot. Skeletons know well the Lost Soul strats, but they're not as good as deploying it.
Here again. To my health, although I'm full.
Enjoy it then. Because you'll need it, my boy.
Delicious.
Delish.
Caught me on a break again. Hey, Your Highness, anything the matter or just passing through? Happy that we get to chat like this of late, of course.
God, I love him. Built like a DreamWorks character.
Sisyphus, don't take this the wrong way, but why are you helping me? My father stuck you here for an eternity of torment, and even still, you greet me with a smile time after time.
Come now, Prince Ed, that's just the way I am. Besides, you're not your father, thank the gods. You always seemed a decent lad to me. And if you're saying you want out of here, why, I suppose I can relate, is all.
Man, I wish I could bring him with me.
Not to worry.
Thank you, mate.
Farewell then.
Let's go, Doomstone.
Oh boy. Not doing nearly enough damage to get rid of the Mother Doomskull fast enough.
Oh, so you've already heard from Aphrodite, have you, nephew? Understandable. But first things first. Now let me add a little something to all that.
see how that works out. The sheer amount of power combinations you can have is pretty absurd. But that makes it all the more fun. Really, each attempt you make feels vastly different from the other. Either way, cheddar skulls. The first Bone Brother I ever acquired in Nocturne, so I do have a soft spot for them. Once the time came, my cheddar skull became the foundation for Matador. Becoming an even greater skeleton in the process.
Nix's power.
I'm having such an easier time dealing with the witches as a bowman. That takes off some worries of my chest. Now I just gotta go strong enough to make sure I can hold my ground when I get swarmed with enemies in my face.
Good enough to eat. Sharpen my senses.
What's coming up next? For the sake of the shop.
Charon's shop.
I am a bit short on both, unfortunately. So I will get the health.
Should come in useful.
And well, that'll be it. No point in grabbing the health region.
Time to face the Furies. I'm back.
Hello.
You know what I like about you? The way you bleed.
That is not the type of flattery I'm used to. You're making me a bit uncomfortable, I'll have you know.
Listen. Some of you freaks out there are into this kind of stuff.
Like a worthless mortal. Come on, let's bleed you dry.
Come down there, Harley Quinn. If I can just keep her away, that would be awesome. Oh, she's pissed. Nope.
She's getting angry.
Yeah, women can be quite scary once you get on their bad side. Those are just facts of life. Thankfully I had the solution hand, which is a bow and arrow.
Next up, Asphodel.
But much smoother than it could have. That's for certain.
I can use this. I'll just go on out. The Asphodel Meadows.
Well, we have not talked with Hermes for a while, so... speed on a ranged build. That could be interesting.
Just getting started, Just a bit longer. Right on time.
They want to give you more ambrosia? Why not?
Lord Hermes.
We don't talk too often, so...
And so, please take this humble offering, because it's nothing, really.
Well, no, that's awful kind there, cuz. No need to thank me, though. Not so profusely, anyhow. You probably caught yourself thinking, Hermes sure is quick. So how come it took so long for him to show up in the first place? Well, I'm afraid that's not for you to know. But it's not because I was late. Not late for anything.
Foes drop gas stuck in them faster. Taking damage quickly, dash to recover some health you just lost. Ooh. Yeah, let's go quick recovery.
Let's go.
Reserve help? Sure thing.
All aboard.
Yeah, screw your projectiles. Mine are cooler. And more powerful.
Goddess Athena.
You've met your distant relatives by now. We don't all share the same demeanor nor see eye to eye. Though all of us, I think, wish you the best.
From the damage, turn force attacks back against them. Holy shield. Fina Zaid.
Can catch my breath.
Majesty.
Dear Muse.
What is it, hun? Oh no, don't tell me you've come all the way from Tartarus to ask me more about your good-for-nothing court musician friend.
Certainly not. I'm merely here for your wonderful singing, cooking, or conversational ability. Though, since you mentioned it, you seem to have a lot to say to him. Is there anything I can do?
So let me see if I understand. Orpheus blew it with me like an idiot, but now I'm supposed to be reaching out to him. Sorry, hun, but that's not happening. The two of us are finished. And you know what? I think we're finished here too, if you'll excuse me.
Ouch.
Feeling better already. See you.
We may have gone on the wrong foot in this convo.
Hit me if you can, witches.
See, this special is exactly the screen clearing effect I need for this kind of encounter. And that boon. That is also very handy.
Well, I, for one, had a nephew. I have somewhat of a favor I must ask. You tell your father, if you so happen to run into him again, that his brother Zeus forgives him and would like to reconnect and welcome him into the family again. You tell him for me, hmm?
They don't know what WhatsApp is. Maybe you can get something better for my crystals. Anyone else? This might not be as exciting as a typical melee run, however, there is an adrenaline rush, I can assure you. Cheers, mate. Ooh, let's go. Nail of Talos. Screw armor. Oh, it's pretty sweet.
Thanatos.
This early?
You're still at it, I see. You're stubborn, and you are going to get me in a heap of trouble before all is said and done. I'll send you to the lowest depths.
I'll also do that.
You're not stealing my kills, boyo.
That settles that.
Barely made that on top, but it's the end result that matters. Tough luck, Thanatos.
You held your own out there.
But you know, I'm gonna give to you some ambrosia.
It isn't much then, but I got you something.
You want me to take that off your hands? Fine. But you are taking this from me. And if anybody asks, we're even. Or scratch that. Don't tell anyone about this. Understand?
Sure.
Thank you, Than.
Pierce butterfly.
You seemed a little winded there, no? Not even close to the surface yet, either.
Thanks for the vote of confidence there, Than.
You're very welcome. Now I'd better get back before Lord Hades catches on to this.
Wait,
Let's take a look at the shop. I'll get the Athena boon. You cannot be stunned or resist some damage from bosses. Ooh. That sounds cool.
2 for 1. Bone Hydra, you look positively smashing.
Like that little vaporwave horn color palette. Okay, that one doesn't go through Hydra's wave attack. Keep forgetting I have a call. Mostly because I haven't upgraded it at all. Oh, here we go. Getting there. Just gonna not fluff up my dashes like I did there. Now for the finishing touch.
Enough. Felt something.
You are testing my patience.
Good.
I can get through the lower levels up to Elysium pretty consistently. Now it's a question of developing the consistency
Let's slay some heroes then.
to beat that duo.
Lots of exalted shades between me and the exit.
I did forget they do a little shockwave. Kind of slash. But not to worry. They stay at bay. I can get through these without too much of a headache.
See you.
My base damage leaves a lot to be desired at this point.
That's better.
Should probably rectify that.
More lawn spears?
Oh, come on. You being stuck there is undesirable, buddy. This may take a while, but it's good for health management. Sniper shot. Yep.
The deadliest bow of all. I'll pay for that.
Nigga's going to the shop, so just for more money.
Shiny.
Seems like sometimes space have more to do, just short burst arrows rather than charging them all the way through.
Lights out.
The shield bearer is gonna be a nuisance. So that's why we're gonna use the exploding egg for. $320. Ain't no 420, but we're getting there. Those orbs hurt, especially with the spread. Bang.
There's something. Olympus, I accept this message.
Your special is faster. God gauge charges up automatically. Move faster. Speed. Shield bearers. One tough customer. Fortunately, they're quite slow. Hi there, Mr. Golok Champion. Nice to see you around these parts. Hope you're doing fine, bud. If I do manage to get to the duel, my low damage output is not gonna work to my favor. Need to upgrade it, for sure. Oh boy, we got bowman competition. Be fast in the draw. Fastest shoot in the underworld. Of course, this is gonna go first because they're gonna keep Regular enemies protected. Ow, there's one more left. Any more?
For the house.
See if Poseidon can give me something good. I'm getting outsniped, and I'm not liking it. Curse that invul. Well,
no.
This won't continue. Gone. Oh, fuck.
Let's come back.
Unfortunately, my build is not good for dispensing raw damage. Meaning I get easily outclassed this far.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Oh, what do you got for me, Karen?
Should help keep me going.
Well, this is gonna be a tricky one. That much I can assure you, fine people. Also, that gold count. Nice.
for the main event.
Well, Hellspawn, you stained my honor last we battled here. But as you plainly see, I have returned, as has Asterius. And we've no shortage of honor left to spare.
Shouldn't I be the champion of Elysium now that I've beaten you?
Yeah.
Isn't there someone else around to challenge me? Say, Heracles? Someone less chatty?
Ah, very clever, fiend. Invoking Heracles' name in an attempt to drive me to a jealous rage. It shall not work, but you shall dearly pay nevertheless.
Technically, Zagreus is correct. He is now the reigning champion. Oh, that's something I didn't know we could do. Knock those two into each other. Seems like they've run another trick. Bull comes first. He is the greater issue here. Constantly in my case. You know what? I kind of am. The spear throw is no joking matter. I'm amazed that I almost have Asterius down. Gotcha. Was. How can I get this guy somehow?
Monster, your battle prowess leaves much to be desired. That's it, fiend.
There's still phase 2 to take into account. Things get really spicy. Speaking of. Oh, that's new. Oh, jeez. You learned a new pattern.
See you, fiend.
There are some safe zones.
I am not finished yet. Foul demon, we shall thwart your each and every trespass in Elysium.
Yeah. This is my safe zone. So, as I walk away from the dead center, I can avoid the area of effect. Oh,
Not ready to admit defeat as yet. No holding back.
I might be able to do this somehow. Holy shit. Yo.
They say to never meet your heroes. The good stuff.
Pog. Even if I die immediately after, this is a win in my book.
Bad time to be a little short of coin.
True, but, well... Listen, we won in an epic style.
office.
Sorry, Cerberus, but by the way things are looking at the moment, you probably have to wait for your snack a little longer.
Duty, huh?
Yeah. I mean, maybe I can spam fast enough to clear those rooms without getting even grazed. Yeah, there we go. Showing those ratatouilles. Just boss around these parts. Okay, good, because I wouldn't like to be forced to traverse that poison field. Just pop the special against the smaller rats. Oh, still. Oh, I got poisoned so badly. My health in shambles.
So close.
I couldn't get the rat in time. Fiddle, faddle.
Not too bad that time.
Yeah, really. I mean, 2 journeys past. Gladiating duo? It's pretty sick.
Hey, did you see? My brother. He's come back. He's here somewhere, I think. Good old Thanatos. He's so busy all the time, he never talks to me. Kind of like your dad with you, I guess.
Indeed.
Indeed we do.
Achilles, my father's hole back there. I don't suppose you'll let me have myself a look. Lots for me to rummage through, I'm sure.
You know I'd do just about anything to aid you, lad. But my ability to do so hinges on me sticking to my post. Though if I do catch wind of anything back there requiring attention, you shall know.
Understood, sir.
Yeah, we haven't quite unlocked that chamber, have we?
Orpheus, I saw Eurydice again. I couldn't bring myself to do exactly as you asked. I sort of mentioned you.
Burning all bridges, aren't we?
You what? Or what I meant to say was, oh, Did you perchance get the impression she yet harbors toward me feelings of resentment and the like?
You seem to be a bit of a sore subject, yes. What happened to the two of you, if I may ask?
Oh, it's just... I almost saved her soul from this domain back when I lived and breathed. But in the final moments of my rescue, my faith faltered. She is lost to me forever now. Though I'm pleased to hear she isn't lost to you.
Yeah, essentially in the Greek myth, this dude almost managed to bring her back to the surface when she was stuck in here. But the condition was he couldn't look back at her. But right by the gateway, he failed.
I'll have to get to the bottom of this later.
I kinda need that fishing rod. Alright, let's see. How about we fix some of the damage done by Doggo?
It's a big job having to sweep up after Cerberus sheds everywhere.
Blame yourself for that, not Cerberus.
Contractor, I have another job. This ought to make the lounge a little more presentable, until Cerberus wrecks it again.
Finally, you cleared the mess you caused.
Thanatos, featured servant of the house.
But that was then and this is now, and we have work to do. Anyway, Than, I think we'd best continue this discussion at some other time.
You're interrupting private conversations, Agrius. Leave us.
No, let him stay if that's what he wants. What does it matter? He's technically allowed within these halls, but he must know he isn't welcome anymore.
Ouch.
Dust at the halls, dust at the library, dust at the sconces, dust at the doorknobs, dust at the chairs.
Don't you dust yourself out of here.
Wretched broker, what's new, my friend?
More Titan blood for one. Sure.
Square. Father, look, Lord Uncle Zeus, I've been in contact with him and he wishes to make peace. He asked for me to tell you he forgives you for whatever happened.
My brother Zeus forgives me. Zeus forgives me. How dare that blasted little brat? His beard may be luxurious, but he's as much a child as are you. Forgives me, bah.
What did you do? What happened between you?
None of your business. Go on now and frolic with that Lord Uncle of yours, the both of them. And don't you ever speak of him to me again. You hear me?
Loud and
I
clear.
mean, to be fair, you do have quite a luxurious beard yourself, and arranged in a quite unique fashion. Is that the real beef between those guys? Who had the best looking beard?
Darkness, give me strength.
Okay, cool. And I think I'll start herding now for another Death Defiance.
Alright, I'm ready.
It will take a bit, but in the end, it should pay off.
Hey, let me give you a piece of advice, boyo. You run across a guy like me out there, you just give him a good stab right in the back without a second thought before he sends you crying back to Papa.
I'll keep that in mind, mate.
Sound advice. Now, let's see. Ah, that's what I was looking for. We haven't checked the entries in a while, so why don't we catch up on some lore? I disapprove of his reckless advice, and am uncertain as to what he was in life. To be so self-assured in death, I am uncertain of why he is even here. It is quite odd the master does not seem to know of him at all. I sometimes offer my assistance, although it is here the little Gorgon bares her fangs, refusing any help. That I can clearly see my own reflection in our polished countertop suggests she doesn't need it either. Oft called the greatest king of Athens, the hero Theseus is none less best known for his deeds early in life. He is great enough to earn his immortal soul a place of high honor in hallowed Elysium. The nymph Eurydice, born of the oak itself, must know this better than most of her kind. He took a suitor who, by most accounts, was but a common mortal, talented beyond compare, but not a god. Yet all the love they shared could not keep death from tearing them apart. He now resides among us permanently, ever mournful of what could have been. The master seems to take some pity on him, though, or simply like his songs. He serves as court musician in the house. Styx. Despite the infamy of the river Styx among surface dwelling still breeding mortals, the river is not found on any map. Mortals agree it is best to discover where the river Styx originates only when brought there. It has been long since the last blade had had a partner, and as I transported it, I could sense its eagerness to return to battle, to relive its own memories. I am left to wonder, who else shall someday bear this blade? The master's son, among his charitable qualities, isn't warlike enough to want to use it forever. And war shall always find it, I suspect. After all, it now lies in the hands of the Lord Hades' heir, in whose command it much resembles the two-pronged fork Lord Hades came to favor since that last time. Father and son are much alike, at least in this. That is to say, may it serve him better than it served my master for my mortal days. Chiron, Lord of Centaurs, vast of wisdom, he had told me of its power. Show me it. I was young, and I did not believe him then, but I believe him now. Any other weapon must be held in hand, but Malphon bonds with its bearer utterly, engulfing them with primal strength and alacrity. It is said even the Olympians hesitate to embrace the twin fists until Lady Demeter, her hands accustomed to tilling the land, stepped forward and accepted the gift. The rail has a form and function befit one's nightmares, while other weapons of the gods inspired mortal counterparts. I am relieved to say the rail's cruel design has not yet been discovered in a stroke of mortal inspiration to conduct their wars. Well, let me tell you, in due time, Once he overthrew the Titans, his own ancestors, to wrest control of all the heavens and the earth, he yet presides as ruler over all. She fears those of disposition such as mine, and I would like to think her efforts keep the violent lusting of Ares, her half-brother, well in check. I sometimes think that she, among all the Euplias, may be the mightiest of all. A crashing wave or thundering tempest are preferable to a broken heart. Even Lord Hades may hold some respect for her, I think. Certainly her power is responsible for no small quantity of shades in this domain. None of whom I know approach his agility or athleticism. He puts his peerless skill to a specific use, serving as the messenger of Olympus. Vast distances are nothing to him, yet there is something more to Hermes. He is the only god upon Olympus who dutifully serves the underworld, in addition to his Olympian affairs. Few gods traverse the boundary that divides the surface realm where dwell the living and this one, where dwell the dead. Thanatos, embodiment of death, is among those with such an authority and power. Her whip is very much notorious around these parts. and there are those who say she is more than my equal in the martial ways, a conjecture I see no reason to test. Each of the ancient Fury sisters is preoccupied eternally with tormenting a certain swath of moral crime, and Alecto enjoys the broadest swath of all, those who, during their mortal days, committed wrongful acts as the behest of their impulsive passions. Among each of the deathless Fury sisters, the one known as Tisiphone is probably responsible for the particularly fearsome reputation they all share, both on the surface of the earth and here below. Even Nyx, our mother knight, comes from somewhere, even the Olympians above and Master Hades himself, eternal though they are, they came onto this world after they, or their ancestors, sprang from the darkness of chaos. Here within the underworld, we are closer to chaos than the mortals and the gods above. Closer to that first, long-forgotten primordial consciousness, oft forgotten now, or believed dead and gone. Within an endless litany of numbskulls waits to clatter forth, mindlessly praying what little life essence that they are like to find. The Unworld was born of nothingness, of pure chaotic void. Vestiges of this remain within the place, crystallized into a form of something that could not rightly be called life. In life, they worship the chthonic gods, though profane practice beyond the knowledge or the capability of lesser souls. In death, they are much closer to their goal, their talents and devotion affording them a higher station here than their deeds in life might otherwise have earned them. There is such knowledge that the gods sought to keep well afield of mortal minds, and there are mortals who pursue that knowledge, undeterred all their short lives. Many now decorate the lowest pits of Tartarus. Scarce few, however, demonstrate such a zeal and talent that Lord Hades soon put them to work throughout his realm. More than once, I witnessed some particularly brave or bloodthirsty soul abandon his expected duties at the helm of his vessel and crash explosively into enemy ranks, like the stories tell. This led to death, of course, but dying valorously and spectacularly sometimes is sufficient to secure an all-too-decent spot within the afterlife. In life, I knew so many warriors who would throw away their lives for glory, believing that the gods were on their side, refusing to consider, for how could they? Their hated opponents felt the very same. Yet gods and mortals do look on this type of single-minded devotion with respect, and so these envied souls do wind up in Elysium, where they can fight on until they go blue in the face. These exalted souls, of course, are masters of arms and would not have been placed within Elysium for simple military feats alone. Yet, if the choice avails them, they would brandish the spears of theirs and fight with the terrible wrath of a starved wolf. That's their idea of heaven. They revel still in seeing who among them can let loose their arrows with the greatest skill, preferring life-target practice to the more conventional kind. Death can no longer stop them from improving in their mastery, however slowly that improvement comes at this late stage in their careers. The barrier between the realm of the living and the realm of the dead cannot be easily transgressed, but there are creatures, adequately small and vicious as to rise up to the challenge. Reds always find a way. Always without fail. There is a certain perverse cruelty to life. This, I feel, is plainly evident in the foul form of the loathsome vermin that grow thick with contempt in the recesses of the underworld's topmost echelon. Would that there were more succinct ways to describe plague-ridden horrors such as these. The dead share much in common with the living, each desperate for something they cannot articulate. For the dead, this can mean an unrelenting urge to gain the surface of the master's realm, and to break free, or try, using whatever means avail themselves, even lurking in an assuming bowl of ash. That's just a rat hiding in a flying saucer. The crystal consciousness lurking in the underworld are none too easily explained. This is doubly the case when it comes to the serpentine forms residing underneath the upper temple's floors. A multitude of warriors decorate the brow of grim Lord Hades, whose nature is unknown to anyone but him. But there are some concerns that even he cannot suppress. This right here is a potential Diablo enemy, especially the cultist part. Mortals must regularly nourish themselves with food and drink, merely to stave off death. The gods of Olympus have no such fear, and consume only for sake of tradition or revelry. They have access to all the splendors and delicacies the world has to offer, yet they favor one in particular. And only very rarely does it make its way down here into this realm. Still plenty more entries left for us to uncover, but every now and then I'm gonna check the glossary and keep you boys updated on the lore.
A new addition to the old collection.
Gain 1% damage each time you clear an encounter without taking damage. Well, that sounds sweet. I've been sitting on the spike color pretty much the entirety of my playthrough. But then again, it seems to be objectively one of the best so far. We got more to go, so we'll see if something better comes up. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop it here for tonight. Quite pleased that we managed to overcome Theseus and his Minotaur companion, not once but twice. That is decent progress. But now we have a new obstacle to overcome. Survive long enough to actually escape. Escape is close, within reach. However, there is much we have yet to do before we can succeed. And by that I mean more grinding for certain. Well, anywho, thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for more Streameronies this week. Hopefully I can get something going during the week instead of just sticking to the weekends. But, you know, life is life. You can never tell. So you'll see me when you see me. Take it easy, everyone. Hope the upcoming week is pleasant to you all. And next time, I'm going to go play some Doom. So stay tuned.